Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It's a Thursday, and we're so glad you're here today. And if you know anybody right now that just moved to the area, call them and tell them to watch this show because they're going to learn something.
That's right. Sit down, relax, and enjoy the show with us. We've got a great lineup for today. Of course, starting with our Hollywood Minute, we roll right into our video of the day, and then we check out celebrity birthdays.
And we got a lot to talk about today. A big Pelicans event coming up, and we've got a star former basketball player with us. He's going to be here talking to us.
Maybe you guys can play a game.
You could play.
What do you think? Do you think will happen?
Yeah, I could take him on.
Right.
Yeah, you believe that one, don't you?
All right. Go ahead.
All right, what else we got?
Let's see. Tommy's here from Coastline.
Tommy's here from Coastline. We'll be talking to him about pets and everything. So we've got a big show lineup. You got some things.
Yeah, absolutely. Yesterday we sat down and talked about some safety with the
Labor Day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Labor Day coming up. People, coming in town and all that. We're going to give you a few tips on that. Also, a big event down in Pawleys Island called Ride the Tide. The Joy School are the beneficiaries of that event. So a lot happening on today's show. You better get your sneakers on. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's check out the Hollywood Minute. I'm ready, though. Let's do it.
Dwayne Johnson is rocking the box office and his bank account. The Hobbs & Shaw star tops this year's Forbes list of the world's highest paid actors, raking in $89.4 million between last June and this June. The massive grosses of Avengers Endgame helped Chris Hemsworth land in second place with $76.4 million, and Robert Downey Jr. take third with a mere $66 million.
Have you heard from people that I'm crazy?
Warren Beatty appears to have settled his long-running legal fight with New Regency over his 2016 flop, Rules Don't Apply. Variety reports the terms of the settlement are secret. New Regency claimed Beatty ignored test screening reactions that called his portrayal of Howard Hughes frustrating and boring. Beatty claimed New Regency failed to market the movie properly. Rules Don't Apply grossed less than $4 million. Production and distribution costs, including an Oscar campaign, nearly $55 million. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, is it a bird or a bunny? Well, debates are raging over this species behind a new optical illusion driving the internet crazy. Turn out it's a bird. More specifically, it's an African white-necked raven named Mischief.
Yeah, mischief is what it's causing for sure. This 18-year-old bird belongs to the World Bird Sanctuary in Missouri, and apparently he's a multi-talented. Not only does he fly, he talks, paints, and of course, totally confuses the internet. I guess I can see the bunny thing. I guess. But I think you can see the beak more than anything.
It's a bird.
It's a bird.
All right. All right, checking it out. Today is Thursday, August 22nd, and this is National Bee and Angel Day.
I'm so glad you're celebrating me. That's great.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It's also Tooth Fairy Day.
All right, let's go back here. 1947, she's 71 years old today. Cindy Williams. You remember her from Laverne and Shirley series from 76 to 83. And the movie, a great movie, American Graffiti. If you hadn't seen it, you got to see it. He was Ron Howard's girlfriend in that show. And before fame, she did commercials for Foster Grant sunglasses.
All right, 1967, Ty Burrell, 51 years old, ABC series Modern Family, movies Mr. Peabody and Sherman, Muppets Most Wanted, and also had a role in Black Hawk Down. Great movie.
1973, Kristen Wiig, 45 years old, Saturday Night Live from 2005 to 2012, Bridesmaids, Ghostbusters, Knocked Up, and the Skelton Twins. All right, let's go back to 1956. You ready?
Yep, Elvis.
Elvis began work on his first movie, Love Me Tender. And the film was originally entitled The Reno Brothers. You know why it was changed?
No.
He had a new record out, and the Colonel wanted to promote that. So they changed it to Love Me Tender.
Interesting. See, you learn something every day, I tell you. Talking about 1984, the last Volkswagen Rabbit rolled off the assembly line in Pennsylvania. How about that?
All right, here we go. All right, from the Know-It-All department. All right, everybody's talking about the chance of dying flying an airplane. You got less chance of dying driving a car. Listen to this one. The chance of you dying on the way to get a lottery ticket is actually greater than your chance of winning. So I'm going to get killed going to get a lottery ticket.
It's a good thing you've got 9 lives, buddy.
I know it.
It's a real
That's
good
it
thing.
for the Know-It-All department today. We got a great show lined up, some fun stuff. Stick around. We'll be right back.
See you in a minute.
All right, we've got an area of high pressure back out through Georgia at this point in time, still creating a decent amount of sunny skies and sinking air. Remember, showers and storms don't thrive in sinking air, they thrive in rising air, and that's something that we're going to really be monitoring in the upstate and the Midlands later on today. The question is, how far west, or excuse me, east, does that activity move from the west? Sure enough, our high-res model continuing to indicate that that activity will eventually move into the PD. And then that stuff along the coastline, well, that's the daily sea breeze. Reminder, yeah, school's back in session, but it's still summer, so we're still dealing with that typical sea breeze. By 8 o'clock, temperatures down into the low to mid 80s. Keep in mind, though, the humidity still making it feel like 90 degrees in a few locations. Overnight tonight, we'll begin to see those temperatures drop into the mid to upper 70s. Today's forecast, 89 there at the beach, 94 inland, hot and humid. A decent amount of the area will remain dry, but there will still be a good 20 to 30% of you that will begin to see those isolated to widely scattered showers. Again, the other big storyline is this heat, with hour-by-hour heat index values stretching out to 101 there by 2 o'clock, 100 at 4 p.m. and 96 by the 6 p.m. hour for Florence. Meanwhile, along the Grand Strand, we could still be talking about the 90s by the 6, 8, and even 10 p.m. hour in a few isolated locations, especially with that humidity. But if a coastal shower goes through, expect those temperatures to drop. Bottom line, feeling like 100+ degrees. Mainly dry day, but again, a few late afternoon and evening storms. Those storms will quickly subside after the sun sets. A little bit more in the coverage of rainfall tomorrow along the coastline as well as inland. Saturday looks to be the rainiest day after Saturday morning. If you have any Saturday morning plans, I think you'll be all right. It's really after the lunchtime hour. Inland locations up to a 60% chance. Sunday, expect a mainly overcast to mostly cloudy day. Don't expect a lot of sunshine. The clouds Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all dependent on a coastal low that'll ride up the coastline.
The following is paid for by Coastline Pet Supply.
That's right. If you've got pets or you need help with your pets, what to feed them, all that kind of stuff, this man over here knows everything. You hear that?
That's right.
Everything, Tommy.
Tommy from Coastline Pet Supply. Tommy, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, I just thought I'd impart a little knowledge. I don't know if anybody's seen it. There's a big recall on pig ears, which is probably one of your most famous dog treats.
Pig ears?
Sure.
For salmonella.
Okay.
And the real problem with the salmonella, dogs can get salmonella. If they do, it's generally not very severe. They might get a little diarrhea, that type thing. The salmonella is more your concern, handling it, giving it to the animal, that type thing. You're much more likely to get it from the pig ear than the dog is. So just be aware of that. And that's the way with a lot of things. It's just like a possum can't get rabies. They just don't get rabies. Dogs get salmonella, but it's rare, and when they do, it's not bad.
Gotcha.
There's also a thing issued by the FDA a couple of months ago about grain-free dog foods killing dogs, particularly large dogs. Blocking the absorption of taurine, which is a natural amino acid, which we all gotta have.
Okay.
There's no proof of it. They're still studying. There's a lot of breeds, especially large breeds, that are prone to this disease anyway. So
do you have an example of some of those?
Just be aware
large
of it.
breeds?
Yeah.
Like Labrador type?
So, you know, as a precaution, I'm not feeding grain-free right now. If you got a 20-pound Chihuahua or Dachshund that gets deathly ill from grains, don't worry about it. I mean, you know, the chances of it happening to your dog like getting struck by lightning. They'll be doing some more research. And I'm seeing dog food companies now that make grain-free dog foods coming back and reintroducing dog foods with grain in it. But grain-free dog foods have been out there for 25 years. I don't know why they're just starting to kill dogs.
You just got to be aware of it. You got to be aware.
Got to be aware of it.
Now, what's the deal right now? What kind of pets you got in, Tommy? You got any gold? You got any fish?
Actually, things are pretty low. I got some reptiles coming in next week. We do get fish in every Thursday, so we'll be getting fresh and saltwater fish in today. Got a couple of ferrets. Hope to have 1 or 2 African gray parrots in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Those ones, they talk? Those
Yeah,
talk.
they're probably your best talkers. We'll have to hand feed them for probably 3 or 4 weeks before they're ready to go.
Wow. Where do you find these, exotic birds?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, really.
Actually, it was about 10 years we couldn't find them. After the economy crashed the last time, it was a lot of the breeders went out of business. But we did find somebody up in North Carolina, and we go up and see what they got, and I'll buy everything they'll sell me.
Tell them where you're located.
3530 Northgate Drive there at the back gate of the airbase.
You got it. Thanks a lot, Tommy.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Y'all have a
being
good
with.
week.
Thanks, you too. All right, stick around. We've got more coming up. All right, with Labor Day coming up, traffic, public safety, all that kinds of stuff, we're going to find out a little bit about what's going on. We've got Colonel Williamson with us right now to update us on everything going on coming up soon.
That's right. The Colonel came all the way from Columbia, Darlington County boy.
That's right.
He's here to talk about what's going on. We want to find it out. Good to see you, Chris.
Hey, good to see you, Cecil. Been a long time.
It has been a while, buddy. Now, let's
sir.
talk a little bit about Labor Day, because y'all going to be out in full force.
Yes, sir. Labor Day weekend, families are starting to wrap up the holiday weekend and wrap up the summer vacation. It officially ends the 100 daily days of summer for our summer travel and people out doing vacationing. Thousands of people will be on our roadways, so we want to put the law enforcement officers and the troopers out there to make sure we combat the heavy traffic and the heavy travel highways and move those violations so we can reduce our collisions and fatalities during this time.
Absolutely. I mean, being a tourist destination here, we have tons of people that come in. This is their last hurrah, but we want to make sure everyone's safe.
Yes, that's the main ordeal, making sure everybody's safe. We try all we can to do to reduce these fatalities on our highways, DUIs, make sure people are buckling up and wearing their seat belts, also making sure people obey our speed laws, because all of those causation factors, those main three, is what leads to collisions, which ultimately leads to fatalities on our highways. So we have to educate the public as well as doing enforcement, and those two things combined with some buy-in from the public, the motoring public doing what they are supposed to do, is what reduce those collisions and fatalities.
All right, a lot of people saying Labor Day, that's a vacation. There won't be a lot of highway patrolmen on the road.
Would it be
That
a
is
lot?
not true.
That is not true. Everybody that wears this uniform somewhere due the Labor Day weekend will be out in full force, including myself, all of the headquarters and administrative staff. Everybody will be on the road sometime. You will see, I promise you, you will see a heavy presence of law enforcement, everybody on the highway patrol from Friday morning to Monday night included.
Making sure everybody's safe and gets back home safely, and then, our residents here can be as well.
That's the key. Safety is the key, but law enforcement can't do it alone. We need help from the motoring public. We just ask that they do their part, and I promise you, from the highway patrol side, our troopers, they will do their part in enforcing the laws and keeping people safe. We want everybody to return home safe and end the summer months with us with
And
a
an
safe
important
vacation.
part, if a motorist notices something going on, speeding, reckless driving, you call Star HP
That's
on your
right.
phone.
Star HP, that is correct.
They'll
which
take
is,
care of it.
Which is Star 47. If you dial that Star HP, it'll ring into one of our telecommunication centers, and we'll take care of it and get somebody on it.
Chris,
Awesome.
always a pleasure. my
Always
friend.
a pleasure, Cecil. Good to
Always.
see you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you
Nice
so
meeting
much.
ma'am.
All
Thank
right,
you.
stick around. We've got more coming up. Carolina and Company Live.
All right, now we're going to talk a little bit about Ride the Tide and the benefit from this, going to the Joy School as the beneficiary for this. Now we're going to find out a little more about it. It's all take place down in Pawleys Island.
That's right. Ride the Tide. So, have you ever gotten on a float and ridden down the river for a good cause?
Yeah.
Huh?
Inner tube.
I'd like to see it,
the
buddy.
old
That's what we're
attitude.
talking. We're talking Ride the Tide. And we have Ken and Corey with us right now. Tell us, this is a fun event that people can get involved in and raise some good money.
Right. The Ride the Tide event is the primary fundraiser for Giving It Forward Together, the gift program that was conceived and implemented by Matt Lowenbach and his friends at the Pawleys Island Raw Bar. The event basically is registrants and volunteers get into the Waccamaw around Litchfield Marina and float down with the tide as far as Hagley Landing. And there's sponsorships, there's t-shirts, there's good food, and the after party that follows later.
That's right.
Each year they designate a specific local charity to be the beneficiary of contributions, auction proceeds, and those sorts of things. This year their program is going to gift the Joy School, which is a program that's been in existence for 35 years. It's housed and held at the Pawleys Island Presbyterian Church, but it's a non-denominational program that was conceived and initiated by Gail and Frank Holzclaw, Pastor Frank Holzclaw, 35 years ago, to create a summer enrichment program, educational, fun, athletic, good outdoor time for kids in the Georgetown, Horry County schools that really didn't have a place to go during the summer when school was out. Since that time, the enrollment has grown to 55, 60 young people with special needs and special abilities. A small group of paid staff, but a large group of volunteers who contribute their time and effort and make a great program each year.
That's awesome.
They've added a program in the fall and winter months called Joy University for students like Corey who have grown through the school program, but it's a couple of days a week, and Corey's an active participant.
That's what I was going to say.
Corey, tell us about it.
Tell us about the Joy School.
Yeah.
I think it's fun, and I enjoy it.
You've grown up going there, right?
Yes.
Yep. And
Fantastic.
Who's your favorite counselor there?
Oh, be careful.
I think it's mother.
Miss Martha Insignaris is our director.
Oh, she's
Great
wonderful.
with the
I
kids
know
and
her.
real
So it's just a
energetic
good
and
school. It's fun to go to,
school.
right? You enjoy it?
Yes.
It is.
That is so much fun.
That's
I'm
fantastic.
glad. But I did not know 35 years it's been around.
And since
That's
that
incredible.
time, it's always been free, no charge to any of the participants or their families.
So
It's
you've
been
got to raise money.
Funded by contributions, volunteer fundraisers, and those sorts of things. And we're looking forward to year 36.
That's awesome. So
Thank
if you
y'all.
want to get involved and help the Joy School, check out Ride the Tide event. Get in the inner tube, float down the Waccamaw River, and have a great time. That's right.
All right, coming up, we're talking about something happening at the Pelicans ball field, and we've got a former pro basketball player.
Get ready, buddy.
I'm going to take him on.
Yeah, right.
We'll be right back.
All right, pretty cool interview right now tonight. Myrtle Beach Pelicans having a big fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club, and you know what? You're not the only one around here with a bobblehead, buddy.
Oh, that's right. Ed's got one. Everybody's got a bobblehead now.
That's right.
But
yes,
the one that people want to get is the one tonight.
That's right. They sure do.
That's right. Let's first talk to Dion. Then we're going to talk to
the important person.
That's
what
right.
I'm fixing. Then we're going to talk to the important person over here. But let's talk to you first about what is this event about
what's
tonight?
going
What
on
time
tonight?
it starts?
Well, you know, Ramon and I have been partnered together for about a little over 4 years, and really the building's going to be done. So on our 4-year anniversary of coming together, the building's going to be done. And Ramon and I decided, let's do something big. The end of Pelican season, and Pelicans is a big supporter. So we decided to do the Ramon Sessions Scholarship Fund at the Boys and Girls Club. He's always wanted to start one, and this was a great way to kickstart off the funding for it. So the proceeds from the game and whatever donations we get will go to the Boys and Girls Club Scholarship.
That's great. Now,
Pretty
where are you
incredible.
from originally?
Right here.
That's right.
Right here in this area.
So taking and putting what you have right back into the community that supported you.
Oh no, it's big for me. I mean, WPDE itself, they supported me so much coming up in high school with the Mr. Hoop zones, and this kind of got me started. And to be back here to have my first ever bobblehead in Myrtle Beach, it's a dream come true.
All right, let's see the bobblehead. Pull the bobblehead.
That's right. Let's see it.
Here we go.
Ed was over here. Ed was wanting to trade him a bobblehead for that one.
Yeah, right.
He's like a kid in a candy. He was more excited about the box.
That's a cool looking box.
Yeah.
I'll let you over. You know what?
Okay. All right.
This for you guys.
This
Thank
is
you
so
very
cool.
much.
All right, y'all talk
That's
a little bit.
awesome.
I'm going to pull this out. Go ahead.
So the game tonight, the first 1,000 people get a bobblehead. So make sure you get out to get out to the Pelican Stadium and be one of the first 1,000 people.
That's right. Not only do you get a bobblehead, you know, you're raising funds for a really great organization.
Yes.
Talk about Boys and Girls Club and what it means to you.
Oh, it means a lot. For me, this is something I kind of wanted to, I envisioned myself opening up some type of center for kids as my career got towards the end, and partnering with Dion and the Boys and Girls Club. It only made sense, and we got a new facility coming up here.
That's right.
Opening up here sooner than later.
For that facility, are you needing volunteers, donations, that kind of stuff?
We need volunteers. We need donations. So if anybody's interested, it's not just a center. It is a teen innovation center. So these teens are going to learn job skills. And it was really important to Ramon and I, as we talked about what our vision was, to make sure that these kids had a place to go and that they were going to learn something so they could become productive. And we're bringing the Boys and Girls Club kids to the game tonight so they can watch Ramon throw the first pitch.
Cool.
He got fitted for a jersey.
Oh,
so,
boy.
Yeah.
Gotta throw it. I threw it out one time.
Hopefully y'all not talking about this before.
It bounced. You've played a little baseball, though. You should be all right, right?
But it got me.
Let's just say hopefully this is not a breaking news tomorrow. You guys
He's prepared. He's prepared. We actually went and practiced.
Did you?
Oh, you did practice?
I
should have practiced. But, you know, this gives you a good feeling, knowing you can come back and do something.
It's a great feeling. For me to come back here to say I graduated high school in 04 and come back here and everybody knows me like it was yesterday. And it's just this is how I was raised, how I grew up, and this community did so much for me. So it's only right to come back.
Incredible.
Give back.
Awesome.
That's right. Tell them what time it all starts tonight.
That's right.
Tonight at 7, but if you want to watch him throw the first pitch, you better get there by 6:45. We're also celebrating the Myrtle Beach Seahawks.
And the bobblehead.
The bobblehead, if you guys notice, it's in his Seahawks 33 jersey. So it's not an NBA jersey, it is his original Seahawks jersey.
All right. Thank you both for being here.
Yeah, thanks for being
here.
It. Thanks for the bobblehead.
This is mine. Ain't no thanks to you.
We'll see how long you've got left. We'll see. I'm just kidding. We'll be back.
It's funny, it's crazy, and you never know what Cecil or Amanda are going to say or do.
Chewing gum burns about 11 calories
It's
per hour.
Carolina and Company live weekdays on ABC 15. A fun show that makes you laugh and makes you feel good about where you live. If you just moved to the area, Carolina and Company Live is the show you need to watch. You'll find out about everything going on along the Grand Strand, PD, and Border Belt. Check it out weekdays at noon on WPDE ABC 15.
You know, we can have a basketball contest to see who gets the bobblehead. You want to play?
No.
No, between me and you.
Yeah, but he gave it to me, though.
It's fine.
You might beat me.
You can have it. I will beat you. That'd be better than the bobblehead.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Great show. Don't forget the Pelicans game tonight. First 1,000 people go get a bobblehead.
That's right.
And he'll be there to talk to all his friends.
Hey, guess
Thank you
what?
so much. Yeah.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, baby.
Woohoo!
We'll see you
Do
tomorrow,
the Friday
everybody.
dance. We hope you have a wonderful afternoon. See you
Have
guys
a great
later.
day, everybody.